Hi everyone, it's hello from me.
And it's hello from me.
So, what we're doing today, Phil?
Well, we're just off Fleet Street right now. We're going to walk down Fleet Street. We're going to cross Blackfriars Bridge, or bridge even, and then we're going to go back to the Southbank.
So, the Southbank Part 2.
That's right. I'm standing in front of the Old Cheshire Cheese, which is one of the oldest and definitely one of the most famous pubs in London. There's been a pub here since 1538. Like a lot of places in this area, it was destroyed, or an earlier version was destroyed in the Great Fire of London in 1666, and it was rebuilt after that. Famous people have been here. Many famous people have visited. Charles Dickens was a regular here. Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote the Sherlock Holmes stories, was a regular here, and it's a great place to go and have a pint. For over 300 years, Fleet Street's been associated with British newspapers. Ever since in 1702, a woman named Elizabeth Mallet set up a newspaper, just 2 pages, called the Daily Courant. And then by the end of the decade, there were another 17 newspapers that were available every week in Britain. If you travel eastwards, you get to St Paul's Cathedral. Fleet Street is named after the Fleet River. London has a lot of rivers that maybe you don't know about. The Fleet is one of them, and that's why we call this street Fleet Street. It still runs under the cellars of the Cheshire Cheese pub, which we've already seen today. I'm in front of St Bride's now. This is just off Fleet Street, and it's often known as the Journalist Church. This is one of the 51 churches that was rebuilt after the Great Fire of London, and again, it's another one that was designed by Sir Christopher Wren. Now, have a look at the top of the building, have a look at the steeple, it's fantastic. And maybe it reminds you of something. Now, there are different versions of this story, but the one that's on the website of the church talks about a man named William Rich. He was an apprentice baker, and he fell in love with Susanna, the daughter of the man who was teaching him. And when it came to making his wedding cake, he used the steeple as his inspiration. And that's why so many wedding cakes now have the different layers, the different tiers on top of them. One other thing that's worth saying is, if you go down to the crypt in the church, you can see a bit of Roman London. So something nearly 2,000 years old. There's a little bit of pavement there. It's well worth going to see. Behind me is the Oxo Tower, and like Tate Modern, which is just a little bit further down here to the east, this used to be a power station. But then, in the 1920s, the building was bought by a company that produces Oxo, which is a famous beef product here in the UK, and they wanted to put advertising on the building, but they weren't allowed to. The authorities said, no, that's not possible. So instead, they changed the design of the building. They put in windows that spell out OXO, the name of their product.
I've always been quite curious that Blackfriars Station was actually a bridge. So we're heading west, and we're at Gabriel's Wharf, which is a great place to shop, a great place to chill out on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, I couldn't come past here without having something to eat. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, oh, it's a really good food market, isn't it? So you can get anything from all over the world, really, here.
Yeah, lots and lots of different choices.
It's definitely worth taking a look. Okay, well, until next time, bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody.